circle immediately. First of all, he would like to create a Mother's Day that is actually for the one who is mother. The mother can take a day off and be aware of the husbands and kids to take a rest. So I had better introduce the title of the circle. CDN podcast. I believe many of us listened to the CDN podcast in the past few months. We are looking forward to what Circle is going to say. Let's welcome Circle.
Woo! So, believe it or not, in Pathway there's actually a program called Create the Podcast. So I take it.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So, but I already created this podcast. Now I'm going to introduce you where this podcast is from and a little bit context. And according to the program, I need to show you a tiny clip within it, so you can prepare for that. How many of you know this person?
Circle.
PewDiePie. I believe lots of you don't know, because last time I was doing guessing game, who is this? Almost 80% of you don't know who this guy is, so he's PewDiePie. He is, I don't know if he is, but he was the most popular YouTuber in the whole world. And he is the reason that I began with this podcast. This is actually a very long story. So, the first time I watched the clip of this guy, this weird-looking guy, it's probably 2008, so it's quite early. And he was playing some sort of jump scare game. And I was like, what kind of idiot were watching this freak show? And there are like millions of idiots watching. It's like, this world is so ridiculous. And at 2013, he announced his annual income, which is 12 million. 12 million US dollar.
Wow.
And the moment I know that, it blew my mind. I was like, this ridiculous person doing stupid things on the internet and make way more than me. I didn't even make $1 million Taiwanese dollar that win. I find this word is like so ridiculous. And moreover, I started to dig in this person. Then I found out this is his girlfriend! And they have ugly puppy together! That moment I decided I will not ever do software engineer anymore. I'm going to be a YouTuber. Because the world is too unfair. I put up so many effort and he was like, oh, God. So, I decided to be a YouTuber. I bought that camera, just that camera you see there. And I started to do clips and design I don't know, tiny videos about stupid things, and was like, yeah, I'm going to get rich very soon. 'Cause, you know, basically what he was doing is playing stupid on the internet, right? And what I'm good at. Plain stupid, right? Saying stupid things, that's what I'm good for. So, I thought I'm going to be so brilliant, but turns out, making video is way more difficult than I thought. So the content is important. The way you decide the clips, the flow, also very important. So, all the stupid things you watch on YouTube is actually highly decided factors. It is not easy. And this is not a picture, this is a video. I'm going to show you one of my early stage videos. And why Lindsay was so freaking out because that video, the hostess was her. Let's see.
That is my old house, by the way. You can see what's changing before. What?
Wait. I'm going to raise up the volume a bit.
Oh my god.
好像还可以耶。
超水啊！
不要，我觉得它会断掉。 其实不是要睡，是他这个有点弯，你要往内啊。对，要往内，而且有点烫现在。
要往内误打是不是？才会生气。
好冷哦。
So that's how terrible my video is. I will never make YouTuber because my video quality is pretty much about it. And this is like one of the very best of my work. So after that, I gave up on being YouTuber, and many years passed. Like it's about 2 years ago that one time I was chatting with David, and he was, I forget the exact topic, but we were talking about some source of entertainment, and he said that, you know, recently the podcast is very popular, and I was like, what is a podcast? And after a long explanation from him, basically I think that's radio. Elderly like to listen to the radio. And I was like, how come radio can be found? It's ridiculous, that's not possible. So, but, because recently YouTube channels are keeping on disappointing me because the contents are fairly similar. Almost all the YouTubers doing the same thing, so it becomes boring. Then I decided, wow, why not try podcasts? I have time anyway, so I certainly go through some of the popular podcasts. And actually they're fun. They're like different criteria. Majorly is more talk show oriented. Most of the channels are talk show. But the content and the style is a little bit different from the old fashioned of radio. I would say it's in the middle, in between of the YouTube channel to old fashioned radio. Then like there are bilingual news, Taitong, and how many of you know Taitong? None of you. Only him. I know him. You gotta know. And this is Mindy, one of my favorite. So there are lots of different channels, and I think doing a podcast doesn't seem to be very costly. One of the major difficulty to host, to actually doing YouTube clips, is that you gotta get used to looking to the camera, and that's very difficult because when there's nobody and you keep on looking, talking to the camera, it's very weird. If you ever have a long selfie, you will know that. So I feel like there is a chance to make it, because to me, the podcast, the cost is relevantly low. And because I have the experience, I have the criteria of this, is this LNG Live. LNG Workshop is actually not a podcast. It's actually a stream. It's a stream channel. But basically what they do is like, there will be a 2 hours long stream, and the content will be like, they will spend more than an hour chatting. Then they will play some video game and conclude that episode. Sounds very simple, right? But it is very popular because they have like 380,000 subscribers. And this is not like their top period of time, because the audience dropped a little bit. But I like this show a lot, and I subscribe them. I keep on following them for probably more than 6 years. And the reason is that before I joined this club, I have very little amount of friends, probably only 5 to 6 friends, and we are not even close. And this channel provides us friendship. Because when they are chatting, you feel like you are in a chatting group, and you chat with them. What they are selling on their stream show is actually friendship. And I think that's very brilliant, because these days, getting friends, like having this kind of activity, the chance is actually quite low. If you have ever participate lots of activity, you will find this kind of environment is actually rare. and I think this is the type of topic I can bring to podcast. And that's why I found out, first I asked David, wait, too quick. First I asked David, and I really surprised. And I asked him if you want to get this podcast with me together. And he said, yes, of course, I want to do a podcast all along. And then I told him, but there is condition. Because there is an essential element I need to make this podcast success. That is, not my gunners, okay? Although my gunners is very cute, but not my gunners is Nancy. If you don't know that it's my gunners, you really need to know it.
It's very fun.
And the reason we need Nancy, she's essential to this program, is because one of my favorite YouTube is called 老高与小莫. Why 老高 can be like so success? Have you ever wondered that? I believe a lot of you have watched 老高. Actually, 老高 is very, very normal. Lots of the storyteller type of YouTuber did way better than 老高, like X 调查, 脑洞播帮, even 老肉 is better than 老高. But why this channel is so successful? Because he has 小莫. This is the key. You know, this woman is the best listener among all these storyteller channel. Basically, what she doing during the show is that she focus on listening and do some weird comment. Ridiculous.
Is that what I did?
So that's the function of Nancy. She's gonna listen very
I
carefully
thought it's
and have some response. With this kind of element, I believe that it will maximum the chance that our show can be successful and make our show whole. So we come up with this podcast, CDN. CDN stands for Circle, David, and Nancy, which is named by David. And it also can represent Content Delivery Network, which is a technical term that's very boring. So.
No, usually it's friend.
and,
It's about internet and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't care. Our spirit is also designed by David, which is the wholesome time. Wholesome means that the content is friendly. You don't have to be like mean to make fun of people to entertain people. But it's kind of against my personality, so I say that I'm not wholesome, I'm wholesome, so the Chinese version is wholesome. And the best part, according to the program, I need to play you some clips, but I know I won't have the time to play you very long, so I select 3 of the bonus for you. And they're happy, and he's happy, she's not, but he will regret as well. Let's see.
嗨，大家好，我们是 CDN， 欢迎大家跟我们一起享受 wholesome time。
Oh my god.
然后我是因为要开场很紧张的 Nancy。
我是刚吃了辣芒果当宵夜的 Circle。
你是什么？好可怕！
好，我是 David， 我刚才发现我胖了1公斤。
David 很在意体重。这段开头呢也是重新录的一段。
So basically, this is our kind of atmosphere. Okay? Then the bonus. This will be so great.
这一集呢也是我们重录的一个开头，然后主要是想介绍之前。我觉得我只要开始录我就很紧张，然后真的手心冒汗。
还是你直接讲。
我觉得我刚刚在跟你们蕊的时候讲的还比较好哎。
What?
可是我讲真的，这一段
I'm
你
nervous
讲
right now.
你讲很真诚，因为你真的很紧张啊。
好吧，
Now you are going to regret, David. The server skills.
Welcome to CDN. CDN podcast. Welcome.
Okay, so that's kind of podcast we are recording.
这一集也是我们重
No, why is Okay, so scan the QR code, subscribe us, make us success so I can have perhaps interview by email. Those messages are